All right, today we're going to unpack something pretty cool. It's a 30-day report from this small town in Oklahoma that's making some, well, surprisingly big moves. We're going to head over to the Grand Lake area and find out what's really happening in a place called Grove.
So let me ask you, when you picture a classic lake town, what pops into your head? Probably weekends away, right? Maybe some fishing, just relaxing. And yeah, you're not wrong, that's definitely part of the story. But the real question is, what else is going on? What's bubbling just beneath the surface of this popular spot?
And that is exactly what we're digging into today. It turns out this place has a super diverse and active vibe. It's this really cool blend of classic small-town life mixed with some seriously modern stuff.
Okay, so let's get right into it. First up, we're gonna shatter a few expectations. This first section is all about looking past that typical lake life postcard image, because there are some genuinely surprising facts about this area. Yeah, you read that right. We're not talking about just some local fishing hole. Wolf Creek Park and its boating facility, they've actually been ranked as the #1, the absolute best in the entire country. They're hosting huge tournaments all year long. This isn't just a weekend hobby, folks. It's a legit world-class industry. And then there's this. Talk about a plot twist, right? Well, everyone knows Grove for its fishing. It's also quietly becoming a hub for the aerospace industry. I mean, think about that. They're smartly positioning themselves right between big players like Dallas and St. Louis, and it's working. They're pulling in specialized companies and building an economy that goes way, way beyond the water's edge.
Okay, so we've seen the big picture stuff, the major industries, but what's it actually like to live there day to day? Let's kind of zoom in now and really feel the pulse of the community, see what the locals are actually getting up to.
And this right here gives you such a great snapshot of the town's whole personality. I mean, you've got people getting involved in politics at a legislative forum, you've got this awesome commitment to local farms and businesses with the farmers market, and then there's a real thriving art scene. It's that mix, you know? The politics, the local business, the culture, it all points to a community that's really, truly connected. And you can really feel the depth of that local culture right here. We're not talking about just any old community play. The description for the Grove Playmakers' new show, Persnickety, it promises this whole heartfelt story of love, betrayal, and unspoken truths. It's just a perfect example of the creative energy that's buzzing around this town. So, we've gone from the local art scene, now let's scale things up a bit. Because a community this active, well, it needs places for people to gather. So that's what we're diving into next, the big venues and the major events that pull in crowds from all over the place. And right at the heart of all this is the brand spanking new Wolf Creek Expo Center. This thing is a beast, 51,000 square feet, opening up in fall 2025. It's an absolute game changer. It's built to handle everything from those huge fishing tournaments we talked about to major business conferences. This is a serious, serious investment in their ability to host big-time events. And if you're wondering, why on earth do they need a place that big? Well, just look at this number. 1.8 million overnight visitors every single year. That is just a staggering amount of tourism. You absolutely need modern infrastructure to support that. So yeah, this is not just some sleepy little town. It's a major destination. And they're not wasting any time putting that new expo center to work. Just check out the schedule. In February alone, you've got the huge annual Tackle and Boat Show, and then right after that, the 28th annual Home, Garden, and Travel Show. It's kind of the perfect example of how they cater to everyone, the outdoor sports fans and the local homeowner. And hey, if you needed any more proof of just how serious this fishing scene is, look at this. The Anglers in Action tournament coming up on March 1st has a guaranteed first place prize of $10,000. Wow. When you see prize money like that, you know these events are a really, really big deal. So you have all this incredible activity, right? The tourism, the new industries, all the community events. But none of that can happen without a solid foundation. So let's shift gears and look to the future. Let's talk about the big infrastructure projects that are, well, literally paving the way forward. And this highway project is just massive. I mean, they're taking an 8-mile stretch of a regular 2-lane road and completely transforming it into a modern 4- and 5-lane highway. That is a huge undertaking, and it's all about making things safer and really fueling that future economic growth. And just get a load of the price tag. Over $57 million. This isn't just some local roadwork, you know? This is a huge partnership between the federal government, the state, and the Cherokee Nation. An investment of that size, that's a powerful statement. It says this region is incredibly important for the long haul. All right, we have covered a lot of ground, haven't we? So let's kind of bring it all home. Let's pull everything together and see how all these different ideas, the community, the recreation, the growth, how they all actually play out on the calendar over the next month or so.
And if you just glance at the calendar, you can see all those pieces clicking into place. There's the civic engagement with that legislative forum, you've got the massive crowds coming for the big expos, and then you have that wonderful local culture with the play's matinee performance. And it's all happening within just a few short weeks. It's incredible.
So, when you step back and look at the whole picture, if you had to boil this entire report down to just 3 words, it would have to be these: community, recreation, and growth. You've got that strong sense of community, world-class recreation, and a really clear, smart vision for the future. Man, that is a powerful combination.
And that really leaves us with one final thought, doesn't it? As we watch a place like Grove juggle its local culture with national industries and balance massive tourism with long-term planning, it really makes you wonder, could this be it? Is this the perfect blend for a modern American small town? Definitely something to think about.